Hey guys, welcome back to Aspiring Antonio, and today is Measure Monday. I'm going to show you my numbers. How am I doing in sales, making a profit for the 2017 Flip Challenge, how I'm doing on my bodybuilding on a whole food plant-based diet with no supplements, and I'm going to talk about happiness. After all, that's part of my slogan, if you will: fitness, money, and happiness. The only thing is I don't really know how to measure happiness. I can only tell you how I feel, and I might have to think about that. As someone who works with numbers and project management, how do you show progress? I'll come back to happiness in a minute. I'm also going to show you how I'm doing with the vlog, how that's growing or not growing. We'll see what the numbers say. After that, I think I'll show you a little montage of my workouts and stuff from this weekend. Okay, let's jump into the numbers. Let's start with bodybuilding. You might remember my goal is to get to a 30-inch waist. No surprise, I'm weighing 190.8 pounds. Still about the same. My chest is about 44 inches. I'm seeing an increase there from 43 inches, and it looks like my chest has grown by an inch consistently, so it looks like seeing some growth there. Still at 14 inches for my upper arm and 11.25 inches on my forearm, a half an inch larger on my thigh, and still 14.75 inches on my calf. And unfortunately, it looks like I had a loss in my waist, so I'm back up to 40.5 inches. I guess I was just having a slim week last week. Well, I did increase my calories this past week to deal with energy, and it was Super Bowl Sunday yesterday, so I ate a lot more than I usually do. So that might account for a larger waist size and an uptick on my weight. All right, let's dive into social media. So YouTube, I am up to 67 subscribers, just a 1 increase from last week. By the way, thank you so much for all of you who subscribe. You mean the world to me. I'm also seeing an increase in views, 961. I am up to 68 Twitter followers. Thank you, Twitter followers, for following me. I had a 1 increase follow on Facebook. I'm not really doing much on Facebook. In fact, I'm not really sharing my Facebook page much, not even with my current friends, just a few select people. And I think I'm just waiting till I have a solid base on everything before I do. On Instagram, I'm seeing quite a bit of an increase, 132 followers. Thank you, Instagram followers. I appreciate you. I think you're following me because I post lots of pics of food. I get it. I like pics of food too, and I'll keep doing that. All right, so let's go to the 2017 Flip Challenge results. Currently, I am making a profit of 71 cents. Woohoo! Now, it's not that simple. I've had some expenses, and I'll get to those and I'll explain them. I haven't really been selling much on Amazon. My inventory is dwindling, and I just got my payment from them, or I should be receiving their payment from them this week. They initiated it yesterday, so once I have that money, I'll be able to source and flip some more items. On eBay, my last sale was the first camera, so still making those sales, still chugging along. Now, here are some of my latest expenses. I spent some money on the vlog, a book, Vlog Like a Boss, tripod mount, and a goat case. And that's one of those cases that you can attach to flat surfaces like mirrors and walls and things like that. Speaking of which, I used that this weekend and today to record some of my workouts. So this is one of the first opportunities I get to show you some of me working out. So if you stick around towards the end, I'll have a montage for you. I'd like to talk about happiness. I mentioned it earlier in the video because it's part of my slogan, or I don't know what you want to call that, just kind of one of the subjects I like to talk about. Otherwise, why are we doing any of this? But I've had a hard time talking about it because I don't know how to measure it. I can only tell you how I feel. I find joy in producing these videos. It's a creative outlet for me. I find joy in a challenge. I find joy in bodybuilding. And it's a number of things. It isn't just one thing. It's the lifestyle that I'm creating for myself, or have created for myself. And it's important to me to talk about this because I spent a good chunk of my life virtually depressed. Maybe not clinically, but Looking back, I was in bad shape. Like I mentioned in my first video, I didn't do much. I watched a lot of television. I didn't really interact with my kids. And now, over the last few years, I've just been getting healthier, challenging myself to do more. I've had a few broken bones over the time. But it's the process. It's the doing that's been making me happy. I can measure the things that are making me happy, but I don't know how to measure the happiness itself. There's this Buddhist saying that happiness is gratitude. So finding the things to be grateful for makes you happy. And I think that's what it is. I'm grateful for many things, and maybe that's what I need to do, is count the things that I'm grateful for. Obviously, it could be infinite because I'm grateful for life in general. I'm grateful for my job, my coworkers. I'm grateful for my friends and family. All of you who support and watch my channel, who follow me on social media, I am grateful beyond measure. I live a privileged life. If you have a way to measure happiness that I haven't thought about or don't know about, I would obviously be open to your suggestion. But I can tell you that I am happy. I'm happy beyond measure. With that said, I want to talk about positivity and kind of charge you as well as myself to spread. Thank you. So thank you, the SM Wiz, for following me as I'm blogging about this right now. It's pretty funny. Can you see that? I appreciate you, the SM Wiz, for following me at this moment. I kind of lost where I was going. Oh yeah, spreading positivity. There's a lot of shit happening in the world right now, especially in the US, that sucks. It sucks so bad that it's been affecting me, and it affects people around me, and I hate that it's happening. And I don't want to discount how people feel about it, because how you feel about it is important, and you should feel however you want to feel about it. Be it angry, sad, crazy, whatever it is. Feel it. But I hope that you don't let it stop you from being who you are. Because the world now, more than anything, needs you to spread positivity. We need you, and I'm going to include myself too, to be creative, to create and produce positivity and put it out in the world. We need to be louder than the negative, because like Martin Luther King said, you can't drive darkness with darkness. You can only drive it out with light. So let's all do our best and spread positivity. So that's all I have about happiness and positivity. And that's the end of the show. Unless you want to stick around and watch my workout montage, which I hope you will. It's kind of funny. And I might have a little fun little thing at the end, goofing off. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I'd really love it if you commented. Tell me if you like this video. Tell me if you'll help me spread positivity. Ask me questions that maybe I didn't cover, whatever it is. But comment. I want to hear from you. I want to have a conversation. Subscribe, like, follow, comment, please. Pretty please. And here's the montage.